gon' love yourself, ain't nobody gon' love you. Your shit ain't right, what bitch in the right mind gon' fuck you? That's what they told me then.
This is Kenneth SBN Boxing. Let's speak boxing. Visit us on the web at www.sbnboxing.com. Big night for boxing. Had a lot of friends and family on over. But I just want to clear the airway before I go ahead and take on another video I'm going to create about the Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Marquez and the outcome of the fight, the big outcome. SBN Boxing, got a lot of emails. What's SBN Boxing? You guys are trying to be analysts. You guys are trying to be professionals and stuff like that. Look, we're not trying to be analysts. We're not trying to be someone that we're not. We're not ESPN. We're not HBO. We're not Showtime. We're not here in suit and ties with the backdrop. We're not there at the events. Look, what SBN Boxing is just a family thing, La Familia. It's a big gathering, old school gathering. You know, just it's YouTube, and we're giving it to you guys, just like it's a documentary on us and how we watch boxing. How does it work? It's basically we've been watching boxing for God knows how long. It's been happening for years and years and years, and it's more of a family gathering, social event. So I try to put in that atmosphere. Why? Because that's who I am. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to be like somebody else. I'm not trying to sit up here and be an analyst. I'm not trying here to get press passes. I'm not trying to come up here and go out there and interview, go to Vegas and stuff. And no, that's not what we do. Everyone that in the Boxing Genius house, which is a set dedicated spot. Why is a set dedicated spot? I know a lot of people scramble. Hey, who's going to order the fight? Who's going to order the fight? Oh, you got the fight. Well, we're going to watch the fight at your crib. But anyways, the way we do it is just basically it's a little different. There's no set. It's always going to happen at the Boxing Genius house, George Cruz's house. That's all we're going to. Why? Because that's tradition. And that's all we watch, all the boxing fights, all, you know, from Hopkins to Roy Jones to De La Hoya to Evander Holyfield to Larry Holmes, you name it, Prince Nassim, you name it, that's exactly where we watch the boxing fights. That's where all the boxing fights go down. So everyone knows they gotta grab, you know, a case of beer. That's their payment. You know, 12-pack, 6-pack. Go to George's house and we watch beer and we talk boxing. That's it. It's not one particular person sitting down watching TV and I'm making a video about my thoughts and predictions. No, we literally, it doesn't stop after the boxing fights. The video, like I can videotape for days as far as how much coverage I can discussions covering old school boxing and stuff like that. But I know that's just it's too time consuming. I at least want to experience the moment and stuff like that. So when I try to cover live, it's just at the moment. That's it. I'm not sitting back and waiting the next day. So I'm just trying to cover live so you guys get that experience, and that's what it's all about. It's about family. So for the comments and stuff like that, thinking that I'm a professional and hey, I'm just an average Joe. Average Joe. I'll tell you one thing though. Everyone at George's house, everyone has full time. They have their own careers, got their own family, and they're all doing their thing, big things. But anyways, let's cover the fight. Juan Marquez pulls the upset. Pulls the big upset, the knockout. Everybody, absolutely everybody at the house was a complete shock. Absolutely complete shock. I see a lot of comments and stuff like that saying that, you know what, I knew Marquez was going to do this. I knew Marquez. In the back of your head, you really don't know. It's a coin toss, 50-50. My fight prediction was Pacquiao. That's my fight predictions. Why? Because he was put in a situation where it's do or die. Same thing with Marquez, but I just felt like, boxing-wise, I figured, Pacquiao got this, just like everyone else. But in the back of everyone's mind, everyone didn't count out Marquez. Everyone knows the last 3 fights that they did fight was very, very close fights. I get it. I understand. Maybe it's a coin toss. You say, hey, Marquez won the first one, Pacquiao won the first one, Marquez lost the second one with Pacquiao. All them 3 fights is a coin toss. It really all depends on how you view the fight. Do you judge boxing by activity? Do you judge boxing not too much activity? Is more the power, the cleaner shots? It depends on how you judge. And how you see boxing. That's it. There's no right or wrong whatsoever unless you get a clear victory like last night. Knockouts don't leave the scoring to the judges, because scoring to the judges is personal preference. That's all that is. But last night's performance, great performance. Tip my hat to Marquez. Marquez looked good. He did a hell of a job, and he looked the experienced Marquez. He was ready. I'm going to say it. It doesn't matter what professional sport you play on. the fight, the game is won in the gym. It's completely won in the gym, mentally, physically, and that's the game plan has to be prepared and it's ready to rock and roll. And Marquez, Nacho Bears thing, these guys did a hell of a job as far as adapting and just getting better every single fight. They took a little combination from the third fight, kept that same game plan, but juiced up a little bit more. So you know what? Look, this worked good, but this is what we're gonna do as far as power shots. And you can sit there and just think. You can recap. You can watch the fight over and over again. You can see that Marquez was just lining up that overhand right. Some people call it luck, but whatever it is, it landed. And for someone to say that was a lucky shot, Marquez actually caught Pacquiao with several lucky shots. If you look at the first fight, second fight, and the third fight, there were some lucky ass shots there too. No, you don't. When it comes to a caliber fighter like Marquez, there's no such thing as lucky shots. And that's it. Pacquiao just wasn't Pacquiao. His game plan wasn't implemented, and he lost the fight before he even stepped into the ring. That fight was lost in the training camp, and it definitely let you know 24/7 the mindset on how that was. As far as Freddie Roach is a Hall of Fame boxing coach and the Hall of Fame trainer, and just seeing the simple fact that Pacquiao takes the lead and Freddie Roach falls back, and Pacquiao is just basically saying, look, I know what I gotta do, I look what I gotta do, and he's listening to his groupies, because that's all the fuck they are, is a bunch of groupies, a bunch of leeches in the background, getting them all hyped up and all that shit, man, whatever. I even look at if you look at the corner, look at Freddie Roach couldn't even talk to Pacquiao. You got all these other Filipino groupies and just spitting, talking shit in their ear. Maybe he's translating, maybe he's not. But look, let Freddie Roach do his job. Pacquiao, look, and that happens. That happens when you're on top. And I just didn't like the whole approach. Pacquiao looked completely sloppy. And the main thing about it, he's always had a sloppy game. Like as far as his footing's concerned, he's always been at the wrong place. He's always ending his combinations, but the thing about it, his speed always compensated for his mistakes, and his definitely chin always compensated for his mistakes. But you get a good counterpuncher like Marquez, that's gonna definitely capitalize on their mistakes and make you pay. But Pacquiao was getting better. But actually Pacquiao just went back. He looked good against Timothy Bradley. He looked really, really good against Timothy Bradley. As far as he even looked good. The last Marquez fight, he didn't look that bad. It was just styles make fights, guys. Styles make fights, and I get tired of hearing people just jumping on the bandwagon. People just want to jump on negativity. They don't even want to jump on positive things. And you know what? If you fight 4 times, you're bound to lose. Somebody's bound to lose. Pacquiao, won the last 3 fights, and he's bound to lose. All right, it's going to be a different outcome if they fight the 5th time. If they fight the 5th time, regardless, whoever Pacquiao fights, whoever Marquez fights, I'm paying to watch that. That's just a given. But anyways, I'm sitting here rambling. But the fight itself, Pacquiao, he definitely made a lot of mistakes. His footwork wasn't there. Every time he was on a planned attack, working the jab, there wasn't too much head movement whatsoever. Hands keep dropping. Even anytime Marquez came with, you see that right hand dropping all day. He wasn't even ready on the defensive end. He just completely looked sloppy, and he paid for it. I had Marquez still losing though. Marquez dropped Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao dropped Marquez. Even the last round, I actually had Manny Pacquiao winning. I think it was like 2 seconds, 1 second before the round was over. He definitely got a little bit too excited and kept his hand down. Got caught leaning, which Pacquiao has a big problem doing, and guess what? He paid for it. Completely paid for it. What's next for Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao just depends on what he wants to do. Congressman, Philippines, made a shitload of money. I'm pretty sure he's not done with boxing yet, but he's still a big payday. That Mayweather fight is definitely not going to happen. I'll be pissed off as a boxing fan if Mayweather tries to line that fight up right now, because it'll be good to happen, but coming off a loss, I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao coming off a loss like that to fight Mayweather. It's just not the same mindset. Not many fighters in history can come back from a lockout like that. It's just, I don't see that happening unless you get a couple more wins underneath your belt. But is Brandon Rios going to take on Marquez? That would be a good fight. That would be a hell of a fight. Seeing Brandon Rios, because Brandon Rios, Bob Arum was saying Brandon Rios was going to fight the winner of this fight. Marquez, he should just retire, but he's still got some juice in him, man. Marquez looks like he's getting a lot better. He looks like a lot stronger at that weight class. So I would say Marquez is going to fight 2 or 3 more times, and he's going to hang him up. But I would like to see Brandon Rios take on Marquez. That would be a hell of a fight. Manny Pacquiao, he can fight whoever he wants to fight. But would I be against a rematch? No, I wouldn't be against a rematch whatsoever. But I'm really interested in seeing what Mayweather has lined up, what Mayweather has to say as far as the fight. As far as what he has lined up for 2013, nobody knows whatsoever. Robert Gross Guerrero is probably lined up. Canelo Alvarez is probably lined up. But it's just been nothing but upsets this whole entire year. So as far as fight predictions, damn, I've been messing up like crazy. But anyways, guys, that's part of it. I'm just gonna, don't play it safe and just let you know what I think. My fight predictions. I don't have to be right. Carlos don't have to be right. Steven don't have to be right. George don't have to be right. Rocky don't have to be right. Nelson don't have to be right. Johnny don't have to be right. All these dudes don't have to be right. George don't have to be right. Nobody has to be right, but the simple fact is they're giving their opinion. They're saying, look, this is why this person I think is going to win. This is why Pacquiao is going to win, and that's it. It's not playing it safe. As soon as we find out Marquez wins, you get all these guys, and shit. I was getting phone calls from my friends saying, oh, I told you, motherfucker. Pacquiao was going to get his ass whipped. What are you talking about? You told me. Come on, man. All right, whatever. But anyways, guys, this is Kenneth Thespian Boxing. Sorry for the rambling, but I just at least wanted to get hydrated, create a little video, let you guys know as far as if you guys missed that fight. It was a hell of a fight. Catch all the other videos, a lot of friends and family back there. Catch us on the web at www.sbnboxing.com. What's this one guy's name? The lyricist dude. You sent me. I actually got your shirt size and stuff like that. That'll be sent out. I got your shirt already lined up, ready to go. It'll be out. You're all in Cali though, so in Florida. So it's gonna take about 3 to 5 days, 6 days or whatever to get out there. But I'm gonna ship it out probably Monday or Tuesday. But guys, this is Kenneth Thespian Boxing. Subscribe, friend request. Have a good one.